Taylor Swift album, 1989. Sam Smith in The Lonely Hour. I like NSYNC. I would say those three, probably like NSYNC.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Rodman is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Tate in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Matthews, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Irving with the ball. Shoots over Schroeder. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now here's LeBron. Nice D from Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Schroeder outside. Shoots from the line. Rodman grabs the miss. And the Nets with possession. 4-point game. Yep, it counts. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's LeBron, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. It sounds like they, like everyone else, will try to prevent Kyrie Irving from getting into the lane. Coach told me Kyrie's a very good outside shooter, but where he really breaks you down is with the dribble drives. You have to put bodies between him and the basket. Kevin, it's a tall order for defenders to stay in front of him. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Tate the pass to Rodman, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6", it's going to be hard to get it over him.
Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild.
Oh, wow!
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Tate. Outside, Rodman. On the wing, Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Schroeder. And, yep, finally finally drops after rolling around the rim.
An excellent all-around score, but Kyrie is also extremely efficient.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared.
In for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Rodman comes in for Olynyk. Durant's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And that one's good, Durant.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
They've got Drummond. LeBron James is out there with Matthews. And there's Davis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. That one misses. Durant with some nice D. Nets trail by 4. Here's Harden. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Here's LeBron. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And Harden with the stuff.
The ability to scan the floor and make the right decision. This is why you want the ball in Junior's hands.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Bulls, gave his team the edge. He ended up with 8 points, and the way he hit the glass and defended out there was impressive. He was locked in, and it was a special night for him. He played a complete game. Kevin, I'm sure he wants to keep that momentum going.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with it.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Passes to Davis. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Took him no time at all on that one. Harden's got 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Lakers call time here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still very young and continues to polish his craft.
Junior with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Dinwiddie. Off target with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder outside. Harrell finds Davis. Now LeBron. Schroeder outside. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
He comes off screens like it's an agility course. Schroeder as elusive as they come.
1:02 left in the second quarter. On its way from Irving for 2, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
There's the pass to Horton Tucker. No good there. Good D by Harden. Irving against Schroeder. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Uncle Drew turning up.
James looking it over. And it's blocked by Brown. Tate the pass to Harden. And here's Junior. Fades and shoots and misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Tie game in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside as we send you.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Rodman is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Tate in at the small forward. Irving against Schroeder. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Outside Irving. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. He dishes it to Rodman. And here is KD. He has 6. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because
Free throw, no good for LeBron. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Kuzma passes to Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Here's Harden. Brown trying to free himself up.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's James, and James throws it down.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Nets shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Brown outside. And here's Harden for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Nets out in front. They lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Anthony Davis. LeBron James is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And Harrell's in at the center position. That's the Laker 5.
Terrific body control from Kyrie and the showtime finish.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 6. James outside. Yep, that one goes in there.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win. LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Davis in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Schroeder against Irving. Pass to Tate. Trying to get open is Irving. But they get it back. Outside, Rodman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Give Junior credit. I like how he doesn't let tough defense stop him from trying to score.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
To the middle, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Rodman goes in, and Davis sends it back. It's Davis on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Good job by AD. Gets his feet set, on balance, shoulders squared, has the athletic flexibility of a smaller player.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender.
He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And then for Brooklyn, Junior comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And it's sent back by Drummond. And he recovers it. And yes, it's good. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Harrell. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talking to his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
And the Nets with possession here. Right side, Kevin Durant.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Inside, here's Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
That one misses for Davis.
The great thing about Anthony Davis, he's efficient. He shoots a great percentage from the field and from the line, and he doesn't turn it over.
James outside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
I love it. Clutch situation. Andre Drummond puts the team on his back.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Outside, Rodman. Shot clock at 6. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
James wide open. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. To take the lead, count it!
Your go-to guy in these situations, LeBron has been here before plenty of times.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points. I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Schroeder outside. The 3. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Rodman. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The free throw drops for Rodman.
What I love about Junior, he's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Outside, Davis. Back to James. Lobbed up there for Drummond.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Dinwiddie outside. Puts it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 1.
As the stakes start to rise throughout a game, your stars have to rise to the occasion. Big shot by Anthony Davis.
Timeout called, the Nets. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Nets with possession here. We play just over a minute here in OT. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Here's LeBron. Rodman with the block.
Great awareness on the defensive end. Junior relishes any chance he gets to rise up and block it.
Nets have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Here's Irving. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Matthews up top. Guarded by KD. 4 on the clock. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retaining possession. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. They get it back. Harrell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Crazy intensity of Montrezl Harrell, using it to perfection in order to get calls.
And both free throws good for Harrell.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Irving against Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Durant. Money!
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
51 seconds left in overtime. Now here's LeBron, guarded closer. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Irving. Here's Rodman. No good on that one. Good D by James. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver. Boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
Irving double team. Over to the left wing. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
And the Lakers call time here. The score is tied at 93. There's 14 seconds left in the first overtime. Now here's James. D right on him. Kicks to Harrell. Over Irving. Oh, no good.
Defensively, this is what Davis gives you. The rare versatility to switch 1 through 5, contain his man, and be in a position to help.
And so we are tied again at the end. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And so it's Brooklyn. Drummond's checked in for Davis. And the Nets also making a change. Junior's checked in. Now here's James. Not a lot of room. Oh, and they take the lead. James has got 26.
As great as LeBron is, he never stops working, knocking them down from distance.
Schroeder against Irving. Passes it to Tate. Pass to Junior. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That shot, no good. Lakers leading by 3. And the dunk by James.
A guy as big as LeBron can handle the ball that well is a mystery.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Tate. Back to Irving. Outside, Rodman. Out to the right wing. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Taking over when it matters. The evolution of Andre's game, physically and mentally.
Irving looking over the floor. Dish now to Junior. Irving against Schroeder to the inside. Harden, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. They throw good. James Harden.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
James left side. Outside Matthews. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The massive size of Drummond coming into play. Tough to guard without fouling.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Here's Irving. Feeds to Harden. And stolen by Drummond. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
KD on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Tate. Takes a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 7. 3 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus.
And so the Lakers take the win. The double overtime game can really take a toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep
and play with that much determination to get a win. It was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve...
See why I look nervous. You know the narrative, life might be more fair if I have fairer skin. That's just the way it is. We just can't pretend. You turn a blind eye on your people, that's a heavy sin. See, I could give a about the bread you spend. How you claiming a culture that you don't represent? Man, that's some sucker. I was up, then I was down, but now I'm up again. Now the ones that turn their back, they showing love again. People see me asking me with such and such and them. Don't bring them up around me, I don't with them. I cut them off, it's permanent. And if you claim I did you dirty, you deserve it. Guilty until
everyone, the regular season is in the books. The battle for the East. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Rodman is out there with Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Tate in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Rodman passes to Tate. 5 on the clock. Bucket is good. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Pass to Young. Now, Okongwu. Rodman covers. Okongwu's shot is good.
About the vision from the crafty little guard. Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
To the inside. Here's Junior. Rebound, Atlanta.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Young. Now the feed to Okongwu. The second effort. Rodman grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. From deep, Harden. They grab their own miss. Rodman passes to Tate. Back to Rodman. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, that's blocked.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Bogdanovic, no luck. And here's Harden for 3. That shot off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Takes the 3. Rodman grabs the miss. Junior's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He said it's all about confidence for our guys, the belief in ourselves that we belong here. So he spoke about the importance of gaining the early momentum in this series. And the best way to get that momentum is to come out and steal game 1 on the road.
All right, thank you, David. And here's Harden following the 3-pointer by Trae Young. Out to KD. And KD throws it down.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Reddish. Here's Bogdanovic. Young outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to
in for the Nets. Brown, he's checked in for Jordan. Rodman comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Robinson. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. We've got Durant. Rodman is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for Okongwu. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. It's a 14-point game. The dish now to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
And the pass to Okongwu. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. A three from Bogdanovich. But they recover it. Pass to Reddish. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Plays it up and banks it in. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Harden's shot is good.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young pass to Okongwu. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Feeds it to Okongwu. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Doors, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And great instincts there from Junior. Staying alert on defense and being rewarded with the prime time pickpocket.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Junior. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Atlanta leading by 12. Reddish kicks to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Rodman passes to Tate. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, you can just tell how skilled Junior is by the looks he creates for others. Defenses know what this guy can do.
Pass to Okongwu. Over Junior. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari comes in for Hutter. Robinson is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. KD's shot is good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
The Hawks leading by 9. Young dishes to Okongwu. Young against Irving. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Durant. Rodman trying to break free. A nice shot by KD. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Gallinari, and Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Young inside. Covered by Irving. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the...
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
Played like a man on fire in that first half. I got to say, his performance has come out of the blue and at the most opportune time for his team.
You know, you're right. He tends to be more of a support guy. It's nice to see him take on that level of responsibility.
On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Okongwu in at the center.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
Young against Irving. There's the triple. But they'll get another chance. And here's Reddish. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile One block.
And bringing that postseason intensity so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Young. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Young's got 9 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
To the paint. Here's Rodman, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Hawks leading by 8. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Young pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Pass to Harden. Inside. Here's Junior. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Irving against Young. Stolen by Harden. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Young, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Irving dishes to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Young pass to Okongwu. And Durant sends it back. Here's Harden. And he lays it straight in. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it.
Making some changes here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. He dishes it to Gallinari. Now the pass to Collins. Young outside. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Durant is out there with Rodman. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Passes it to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Irving against Young. Outside, Rodman. Right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the shot goes in. And the Nets lead by 4. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Young drives in, slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 2. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
A nice shot by Katie. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. If there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Young is double. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Using his craftiness there to get by the defender. Harden is just so good at finding ways to score.
Here's Okongwu. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
It's blocked. Harden against Bogdanovich. Pass to Okongwu. The three-pointer, no good. And Katie's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. They're trailing by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And they go to the intentional foul. Chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
From outside the arc, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And here's Young from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Shamet kicks to Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see.
Son ain't go to college. I told him, mama, let's not worry, cause I got it. Money is the object. I gotta stay on top. And learned that from my brother Benz, and I always kept that in my